Welcome back. Let's play Final Fantasy X. We've reached Guadosalam. It's where the Guado live. Check this place out. It's kinda...
We have been expecting you, Lady Yuna. Welcome to Guadosalam. This way, my lady. This way.
Me?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, I beg your pardon. I am called Trommel Guado. I am in the direct service of our leader, the great Seymour Guado. Lord Seymour has very important business with Lady Yuna.
Business with me? Whatever could it be, I wonder?
Please, come inside the manor. All will be explained. Of course, your friends are also welcome.
Twist our arms, why don't you?
To be honest, I don't really like this place too much. Just laid out kind of weird. You're not going to spend so much time in here that you have to get used to the layout of the town. But it's kind of weird and it's easy to turn around, run up the wrong ramp, do that kind of stuff. Look who's here.
Oh, how fare you, Sir Guardian? It seems that Maester Seymour has returned to Guadosalam. He's young, but he deserves our respect.
Why are you following us? Same thing with this guy. And why is the mouse cursor moving across the screen? You see that, right? It's not just me. He's that old historian that's been wandering around too.
Care to hear about the far plane or the firefly?
Sure, why not?
Ahem. The far plane's the place where fireflies born from ascending gather. They appear in the shape of people who've died and gone to the far plane. Quite the phenomenon. How I wish I understood it more fully. The Owlbed have a theory, you know. They say the fireflies are just reacting to visitors' thoughts and dreams. But only the dead appear on the far plane. No image of the living has ever been seen. It's a great mystery, but maybe the dead leave a bit of themselves in the heart of the living. And that little bit borrows the firefly's power for their paranormal performance. Or maybe not, who knows? And that, as they say, is that. Care to hear about the far plane or the fireflies? Ahem. They may be called fireflies, but they aren't really flies, you see. They're those lights you see whenever a fiend dies. The little fellows are responsible for a few fantastic phenomena. Visions of the past, spheres, fiends, these are all the fireflies doing. In fact, fireflies have something to do with aeons, too. The dreams of the faith reach through the spirit of the summoner. And that which is unreal becomes real for all to see. Or maybe not, who knows? And that, as they say...
Okay, if you head down that ramp down to the left, it would take you out of Guadosalam, but we're not going to be leaving right now. Let's check out what else they have. Here's a shop. It's a waka.
Oh! I tell you, these Guado merchants are shrewd. Ripping off the pilgrims that come to visit the far plane. Listen, you watch that they don't get you, too. Me you can trust. More than a Guado, at least. What do you say?
There are a lot of Guado around here. And a Guado is a sort of... I guess you would consider it be a subspecies of humans. They're usually fairly tall, and they have large hands. And previously their culture had remained relatively independent from the rest of Spira, either Yevon or the Al Bhed. It was only recently that their former leader had brought the religion of Yevon to their civilization, and now they're more integrated with the rest of society. Although they do appear, conversing with these two, that some of them are still hanging on to the older ways, an old language no one understands, you know, that kind of thing. Whoops, already been in here. What else we got? There's one more thing you want to go check out before you do too much around here. Over here there's a house. And what do we have in that house? What's that on the floor over there? An Al Bhed primer. Very nice. Wow. Does that big head always fit on your shoulders there? Refers to the Guado as the supreme race and says they're very different, fundamentally different from the humans or the Ronso. And, I don't know, you don't really find a whole hell of a lot about their culture in this game, so maybe they do have a lot of differences. But for the most part, they're just arrogant, and they can swim really fast. There's the cursor moving again. What is that about? I don't remember moving that while playing the game. Well, this is where we really need to go. Continue the game from here.
Why does he want to see me?
Maybe because you're a hottie? That's just my guess.
I wonder what smells so nice.
I guess you can always count on Rikku to make a highly insightful observation. And stay close to Yuna, but what we actually have to do is wander away.
I don't like the smell of this one, eh?
These are the past leaders of the Guado.
They all look the same.
Maester Seymour doesn't look like them, no.
Don't you know? The last leader, Maester Jiskel, wed a human woman. She was Seymour's mother.
Oh.
So Seymour is half human. That does kind of change things up a little bit.
Kimari not like Mr. Seymour.
Neither do I, Kamari. Neither do I.
Why does he want to see me?
This way, please. I will go inform Lord Seymour. Please wait here.
There's no temple here in Guadosalam, see? Summoners usually just pass through on their way elsewhere. What?
I didn't even ask a question and you're explaining things.
You'd rather I say nothing, then?
No. Maybe you finally believe I don't know anything about Spira. And maybe that means you believe me about Zanarkand, too?
Well, there are many things I do not know. Your Zanarkand is one of those things. I suppose I can't say what I think, either way. Still, be careful. You shouldn't tell other people.
Yeah, I know.
That is something. Lulu is starting to warm up to Tidus a little bit. Rather than him just being the pain-in-the-ass dude who has no idea what's going on, she's starting to accept him. What is up with this camera angle? This is horrible. Can't see who I'm talking to.
I get the feeling he called us up here for more than just dinner.
Probably.
Stay on your guard.
Why? This guy's just a priest, right?
Those with power use that power. Maesters have power.
Wait. You sure you don't have something against Yevon?
I lived a long time in Zanarkand.
Well, that's true. He does have something against Yevon. He doesn't trust doesn't trust Seymour especially, but doesn't really trust a lot of the actions and motivations behind what Yevon does. So, obviously he has some questions, and he also says he lived in Zanarkand a long time. That could just be him trying to dodge the question that he has something against Yevon. But maybe it's also him just indicating that, yeah, I have an insight that the rest of these people don't really have.
What could it be? Oh.
Truly, it is good to have guests again. Since Lord Jiskel passed away, these halls have been too quiet.
The death of Lord Jiskel was a great loss for all of Spira.
Was this Maester Jiskel really such a great guy?
He brought the teachings of Yevon to the Guado. He was truly a great man.
Truly a loss for us all. But now a new leader, Lord Seymour, has come before us. Lord Seymour is the child of a Guado and a human. He will be the tie that binds our two races together. But that is not all, I think. Lord Seymour, he will surely become the shining star that lights the way for all the peoples of Spira.
That is enough trouble. Must I always endure such praise? Welcome!
You wanted to see me?
Please, make yourselves at home. There's no rush.
Please keep this short. Yuna must rush.
Pardon me. It has been a long time since I had guests. Lady Yuna, this way.
Whoa! Holy crap.
This sphere is a reconstruction created from the thoughts of the dead that wander the far.
Zanarkand?
Correct. Zanarkand, as it looked 1,000 years ago. The great and wondrous Machina city, Zanarkand. She once lived in this metropolis.
She who?
For a society that shuns machines and technology, they certainly have some cool Star Trek level gadgets here.
Lady Unaleska.
She was the first person to defeat sin and save the world from its ravages. And you have inherited her name.
It was my father who named me.
Lord Braska was entrusting you with a great task. He wanted you to face sin as Lady Unaleska did. However, Lady Unaleska did not save the world alone. To defeat the undefeatable sin, it took an unbreakable bond of love, of the kind that binds two hearts for eternity.
So that's Unaleska there. And it certainly explains a little bit about what Seymour was talking about earlier when he said, "You be Unaleska and I'll be your Lord Zion." And this is obviously the group that he was referring to there. Jeez. Whatever he said must have upset her. She's freaking out.
Wow, your face is beet red.
You okay?
He asked me to marry him.
What?
You serious? Hey!
You know what Una must do.
Of course. Lady Una. No, all summoners are charged with bringing peace to Spira. But this means more than just defeating sin. She must ease the suffering of all Spira. She must be a leader for the people. I proposed to Lady Una as a maester of Yevon.
Spira is no playhouse. A moment's diversion may amuse an audience, but it changes nothing.
Even so, the actors must play their parts. There's no need to answer right away. Please, think it over.
We will do so then. We leave.
Lady Una, I await your favorable reply. Why are you still here, sir? I beg your pardon. We Guado are keen to the scent of the far plain.
Go smell those pits. Hey. I just realized Rikku just grabbed a couple pieces of fruit when she ran off. I've never seen that before. Never noticed it. But hey, isn't that Seymour guy such a douche? I mean, every time he opens his mouth, I just want to punch him in the face. And we may do that in the next episode. Or maybe not. Probably not.